Hello Scapers, my name is Kaitios and welcome to the Fox Den. This video guide will walk you through the most efficient way to train your prayer skill from level 1 all the way to level 99 as a free-to-play regular account or as a free-to-play Ironman account. If you find that this guide proves useful to you, I would very much appreciate it if you can hit the like button and also to subscribe to see more of my future videos. With that being said, let's get right into it. Prayer is one of the longest, if not the longest grind in the free-to-play game. Before we hop in, I want to note that I would highly advise using all of your genie lamps and books of knowledge from the randoms that you get to be placed into either the prayer or runecrafting skill depending on your preference. In addition, you'll be getting passive prayer XP during your ranged and melee grinds respectively, and it's imperative that you bury every bone and scatter any ash that you get from loot. As such, I would highly recommend maxing out your melee and range skills first before even attempting to train prayer on its own. For all account types, make sure to complete the Restless Ghost quest. This quest will give you 1,125 prayer XP, which will jump you from level 1 prayer to level 9 prayer right off the bat. For regular account types, the best way to train your prayer is to purchase all of your bones and or ashes directly from the Grand Exchange and burying them or scattering them accordingly. On the screen now are all of the free-to-play options at your disposal, those being regular bones, burnt bones, monkey bones, fiendish ashes, big bones, and vile ashes. Go ahead and pause the screen to take a look at all the information. I bought all bones and ashes from the Grand Exchange and found the highest buy price that each of those items would sell for. I've also included how many of each item, the XP per hour, and how many hours it would take you to reach 99 prayer if you were to train using that one specific item. Do keep in mind that the prices were determined based off of this video's posting date, so I would advise to test the prices for yourself to determine which item is best for you. All in all, big bones are the clear winner as you'll need roughly 869,000 of them, which will take you 300 hours in total to go from 9 to 99 prayer. This also is the cheapest way to go, costing roughly 155 million GP. The only other option I would consider here are the vile ashes. If you were to solely train your prayer from levels 9 to 99, you would need roughly 521,000 of them, costing a whopping 331 million GP all in all. Though the vile ashes have more than double the price of big bones, it will take you only 180 hours to get 99 prayer this way. Another option you can consider is withdrawing 14 big bones as well as 14 vile ashes. Bury one bone, then scatter an ash and repeat the process until you've done them all. For some reason, big bones and vile ashes can be buried and scattered simultaneously, which, if done correctly, can yield up to 115,000 prayer XP per hour. This is truly the way to go if you're a regular account type for the best prayer XP per hour in the free-to-play game, but it will be much more costly if you were to solely train your prayer using big bones only, so do keep that in mind. For Greyhelms and Ultimate Ironman, the best way to train your prayer is by burying bones at the boneyard in the wilderness. Do note that hardcore Ironmen may also train their prayer this way. However, you'll be risking your hardcore status if you end up getting PK'd and die, so it's at your discretion if you choose this training method. Head to the area that's marked on my minimap, which is where the boneyard is located. Ensure that your NPC attack option is set to hidden, so you don't accidentally attack the skeletons roaming about. The skeletons will be aggressive towards you for about 10 or so minutes, so it may be best to let the timer run out before you start training. Once the skeletons are no longer aggroed on you, you'll pick up and bury the two big bones on the left and right sides, as well as the one small bone in the middle. Make sure that you bury the bone while on your way towards picking up the next bone. Once you've buried all 3 bones, world hop to the next world and repeat the process. To be even more efficient in this, you could turn on the World Hopper plugin on RuneLite, which lets you hop worlds simply by clicking the space button, which will save you some time. The one caveat with this, however, is by hopping to all of the free-to-play worlds, you have a higher chance at encountering a PKer and getting killed. I typically forego the World Hopper plugin here and simply rotate between 5 or so worlds. However, you may hop as you'd like depending on your risk tolerance. Burying bones this way will yield about 11,000 prayer XP per hour. For even more prayer XP per hour to the tune of 17,000, you can also double world hop at the Boneyard. This is a much more click-specific method of training that the best of the best free-to-play RuneScapers will use. Tanner Dino has a great video which will be on screen now for you to check out on how this is executed. I'll also leave a link to his video in the description below. If you're an Ironman and want the highest prayer XP possible, then this is the ultimate way to go. For hardcore Ironmen that do not want any chance at losing their status while training prayer, the next best option is to train on giant frogs. Head over to the area on my minimap in the Lumbridge Swamp and you'll notice a spawn of 4 giant frogs, which is just near the hut to Xanaris. Equip a coif, green dragonhide body, chaps and vambraces, leather boots, maple shortbow, any ring, an amulet of power, a cabbage cape or regular cape, and bronze arrows. Ensure that your attack style is set to rapid. Lastly, make sure that under NPC indicators in RuneLite that the highlight, outline, and show respawn timer are both checked on. Simply range the giant frogs and pick up their bones. Make sure to bury the big bones in between giant frog hits so you don't miss out on any game ticks. Training prayer this way will yield about 5,000 prayer XP per hour. Though keep in mind, this is the best way to train prayer outright for hardcore Ironmen if you don't want to train at the Boneyard. A quick honorable mention I want to bring up is you're able to fish, cook, and offer guppies at level 7 fishing and cooking, K-fish at level 20 fishing and cooking, and Tetra at level 33 fishing and cooking. This method can only be done upon completion of the Below Ice Mountain quest in the depths of Camdozel. While you're better off with prayer XP rates in the Boneyard for Greyhelms and Ultimate Ironman, and on Giant Frogs for hardcore Ironmen, it's a nice alternative to consider for any free-to-play hardcore Ironman to receive prayer XP. You'll need a small fishing net as well as a knife, which both are spawned at the fishing location itself. Click on the fishing spot to receive a full inventory of fish, then proceed to prepare all the fish on the preparation table. Once all the fish are prepared, click the altar to offer each fish to the gods. This method will train your fishing, cooking, and prayer respectively. All in all, you'll receive about 2,500 prayer XP per hour doing this method. And with that, this video is now concluded. If you made it to the end of this video, you're a real legend. Please give this video a like and subscribe if it helped you. I do stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Gaming, so feel free to hop in and say hi. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!
Closing time, one last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey.